Today we're going with 30-30. I'll show you some modifications if the exercises are a little bit tricky, but really do try and challenge yourself. You want to be getting your heart rate up with this one. So I'm going to go to my timer and I'm going to press start. The first exercise that we're going to do is jumping jacks. So when we hear the first buzzer, we're going to get started. So we've got last few seconds, so we're just doing a normal jumping jack. Okay, so we're starting off here, so holding the tummy in nice and tight, so keeping good form. If that's too tricky, or if you're a little bit not as fit as you'd like to be at the moment, you can do half jacks instead. But if you can, really push yourself, and if you want to do more than 30 seconds, you are more than welcome. So just adjust the timings for your own fitness level, but for today I recommend 30-30. So that's our first exercise done. So we have now got a 30-second rest, and the next thing we are going to do is some press-ups. So this is going to be working the chest and the arms as well. So we're going to take it onto the floor, and again, think about engaging that core muscle still, because we are still using the core in all of these exercises. I think people don't realise how all these exercises do work. They absolutely really do. So 3/4 press-up there, and we are taking the hands just over shoulder width apart. Elbows come out to the side, taking the chest down to the floor, and we're pushing up. So again, squeezing that tummy in, making sure it's nice and strong. If that is a bit too tricky for you, take it into a box press, so just bringing the knees up a bit more, but making sure that the weight is over the arms. If not, keep it as a 3/4. Last few seconds. So this is working those bingo wings. Excellent, and the chest area, that little bit that hangs over your strapless dresses and tops, that's what we're working on there. Okay, so next we have mountain climbers. Okay, so starting in a plank position, again this is one that's going to be working the abs as well as everything else and getting the heart rate up. So we're going to be in plank position, and we run the feet in as fast as we can, and we do as many as we can in the 30 seconds. So we're running the feet in. If that's too hard for you and you need to take a break, just do it a little bit slower, or you can take it into bird dogs if you need to. But if you can, keep running those feet in, because this is a great exercise. So keep running the feet in. We've got 8 seconds to go, so keep it going if you can. Like I say, don't stop. If you get worn out, just make it slower, or do the bird dogs as a modification. Okay, so tricep dips. Another one for the arms. So here we're going to be facing fingers towards the bottom while we do this exercise. We're not facing them out, facing in towards the bottom. We lift up off the floor, and we're going to lower ourselves down. If that's a bit tricky for you, place the bottom on the floor, and you can drop the elbows back and push yourself back up again. But if not, we're lowering down, making sure it's the arms doing the work. You're not just lifting the bottom up and down. The arms take you down. Whew. And you will feel this working the backs of those arms. And again, really working on those bingo wings that wobble when you wave, which is what we all want. We're almost there. And take a break. Well done. Okay, so we've got squat jumps next. So we're coming into a standing position now. Again, another great exercise to really get the heart rate up, get into that fat burning mode. So we're going to be jumping and coming down. So we're coming down into a nice deep squat. Okay, I've got 10 seconds before we start. Think about pulling in the tummy muscles. If the jump's a bit too hard for you, just take it into body weight squats, but really think about squeezing those glutes while you do this. So we're jumping, bringing it down. Whew, so weight is in the heels when you do a squat. So holding the tummy in, chest stays up, and we're taking the bottom down. As though you're going to sit back into a chair almost. Whew. Got 10 seconds to go. We're almost there. So weight in the heels. Again, if the jump's too hard, take it out. Just don't stop. Okay. So back to those jumping jacks then, after a 30-second break. So take this break to actually catch your breath. So really filling up the lungs, get that oxygen going around the body again. Because sometimes when we do those intense exercises, we tend not to get enough oxygen in. And that's why we work anaerobically with some of them, which means we don't need the oxygen. Okay, so jumping jacks, here we go. So another 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Now remember, if this gets a little bit hard, feel a bit worn out, don't just stop. Take it into the modification, which is the half jacks. But if you can, we're going to keep it going. Whew, you feel your heart rate going up with this one. Last few seconds. I like jumping jacks. It's one of those exercises that most people know how to do. You can just do it anywhere. And you can really feel it working and getting the heart rate up. Right, press up. So back onto the floor. Sweat those arms and chest. Ready for those strappy dresses or tops. So again, either you can do a box press, but make sure the weight is over the arms while you do it, or it'll be far too easy. If not, 3/4 press, elbows come out to the side, chest comes to the floor. Whew. And then we've only got, what have we got? 3 more exercises to go after this, and then you're done for day 2. So it's just 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day is all it takes to get fitter, leaner, stronger, and healthier. Right, okay, where are we next? Mountain climbers. Okay, so again, taking in the oxygen, taking a much needed break. Again, if you want to do extra, you can. If you feel a little bit fitter, you can do 40-20 time-wise. Or if you do need a little bit longer rest, use it and just do less exercise time. You adjust it for you. Everybody's different, but just challenge yourself and push yourself. It's supposed to be hard. So, mountain climbers, let's go. So pulling the knees in. Again, if that's hard, take it a little bit slower, or bring the legs down and do bird dog. So sucking the tummy in. And that really does work the back and the core still, the core, tummy muscles. So, if not, let's keep this going. 5 seconds to go. Whew, almost there. Okay, we've got 2 more exercises. Eating my hair there. So we are back onto our tricep dips. Now if you have got a bench or something like that, you can do these on there, taking the fingers off the edge so they're facing your bottom still and lowering yourself down, pushing yourself back up. But if you haven't, sucking the tummy nice and tight, we're going to use it on the floor. So lifting the bottom up, taking the elbows back and taking the bottom to the floor. Now remember, continue with these if you can. If not, you can lower the bottom down, take the elbows back and push yourself back up. This still works the backs of the arms. You will still be able to feel it. But if not, keep it here because this works on me even more. 5 seconds to go. And then we've got our last exercise. Thank goodness. All right, so back onto our feet for our last one. So these are our squat jumps. So I know squat jumps are quite difficult. So if you do need to just take it into a body weight squat, you can do, that's fine. What I want you to make sure though, you're just squeezing your tummy in so you're engaging the core muscles like I told you about in the video about engaging your core properly. Keep the chest up, weights in the heels as you take it down, squeezing the bottom up. But if you can, just add that explosive jump, because this is the thing that pushes you to your next level. So really pushing up, again, weight in the heels, chest up, tummy in. We've only got 5 seconds and then we are done. Whew. Almost there, last one. Oh, And we are done. That is your full body burner. You have just got through 10 minutes of a HIIT session. It's really hard work. You are awesome. Well done.